In this video, I'm going to be providing an update on the status of a second stimulus check and the status of overall stimulus negotiations. Alright, so with Nancy Pelosi rejecting the $1.8 trillion stimulus offer, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is saying that he's going to take action in the Senate. Starting next week on the Senate side, the Republicans plan on introducing and trying to pass standalone bills starting on Monday of next week. So just so you know, guys, a standalone bill is an individual piece of legislation that addresses a very specific issue. Republicans plan on doing it this way because so far we've been unable to reach an overall stimulus package agreement. So it is said that the first standalone bill will target businesses and the self-employed through the Paycheck Protection Program. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said that he wants to pass these stimulus bills now while they continue to negotiate an overall larger stimulus package. Comment below, Joe, do you support individual standalone bills? I mean, at this point, it looks like the Senate will be voting on multiple standalone bills that include money for the Paycheck Protection Program as well as unemployment benefits. The Senate plans on voting for funding for the Paycheck Protection Program first because, again, this is an area of bipartisan support. Both Democrats and Republicans have shown support for this program. Matter of fact, it's estimated that over 50 million jobs were saved last time around due to funding through the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, unemployment is very important as many Americans are at home right now and unable to pay their bills. Now, people are still getting state unemployment benefits, but that $600 weekly boost from the federal government was a tremendous help for millions of people. Now, House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi wrote a letter to her fellow Democrats this week. In her letter, she stated, and I quote, "Millions of Americans are without jobs and families are struggling to make rent and put food on the table." She went on to state that the Republican offer of $1.8 trillion falls significantly short of the assistance that the American people need and what is demanded due to the pandemic and economic recession. So just to recap, guys, Nancy Pelosi and House Democrats originally wanted a stimulus bill north of $3 trillion and have since made reductions to lower the price tag down to $2.2 trillion to try to get a compromise with Republicans. Now, Pelosi in her letter also states that state and local governments need $400 billion and Republicans are only offering $300 billion. In terms of virus testing, Nancy Pelosi wants $75 billion and Republicans are offering $45 billion. Pelosi also states she wants additional funding for the post office, the U.S. Census, and safety testing. Now, Nancy Pelosi had an interview on CNN with Wolf Blitzer, and let me tell you guys, it got heated. Here's a short clip of a portion of it.
Even the members of your own caucus, Madam Speaker, want to accept this deal, $1.8 trillion. Congressman Ro Khanna, for example. But let me just quote Ro Khanna, a man you know well. I assume you admire him. He's a Democrat. And he just said this. He said, people in need can't wait until February. $1.8 trillion is significant and more than twice the Obama stimulus. Make a deal, put the ball in McConnell court. So what do you say to Ro Khanna?
What I say to you is, I don't know why you're always an apologist, and many of your colleagues apologists for the Republican position. Ro Khanna, that's nice. That isn't what we're going to do, and nobody's waiting till February. You evidently do not respect the chairman of the committees who wrote these bills.
I respect
and
all of you.
I wish you would respect the knowledge that goes into getting meeting the needs of the American people. But again, you've been on a jag defending the administration all this time with no knowledge of the difference between our two bills, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that to you in person.
Right. Madam Speaker, these are incredibly difficult times right now, and we'll leave it on that note. Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll leave it on the note that you are not right on this, Wolf, and I hate to say that to you. But I feel confident about it, and I feel confident about my colleagues, and I feel confidence in my chairs.
It's not about me. It's about millions of Americans who can't put food on the table, who can't pay the rent,
and we represent them. And we represent them.
Getting
and
by
we represent
these
them.
long food
and
lines
that we're seeing.
I know you
know
are.
Them.
I'm just saying.
We represent them and we know them.
So as you see, Wolf Blitzer really put Nancy Pelosi in the hot seat. He pointed out that there are several Democrats who think that they should accept the Republican proposal of $1.8 trillion. Now, Blitzer asked Pelosi directly why she does not want to accept the $1.8 trillion offer, and she stated that the Republicans are not giving enough money for tax credits credits to individuals, specifically the child care tax credit and the earned income tax credit. Pelosi also stated that there are too many tax benefits for the rich and wealthy and does not agree on how some of the money is being spent on particular programs. Comment below, guys. Do you think that Nancy Pelosi should accept the $1.8 trillion stimulus deal, or do you think she should keep fighting for her full package of $2.2 trillion? I would really love to know what you guys think, because it is true that some Democrats want a deal right away and are telling her to accept the proposal on the table. But I do think that the majority of Democrats want her to hold the line and wait for a better stimulus package proposal. Now, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin talked again yesterday, but did not reach an agreement. Now, they are planning on speaking again today, which is Thursday, as they try to make a final push to strike a stimulus deal before the 2020 election. However, Mnuchin said Wednesday that getting something done before the election and executing on that is going to be very difficult. I mean, honestly, guys, it really does suck, because the American people are stuck in the middle of all this mess. It's the American people, it's you guys out there that are getting screwed over because rent is due, mortgages are due. People have bills that need to be paid now. There's people hurting and suffering right now, while the politicians just sit back and bicker back and forth. So guys, this is where we stand on our stimulus package negotiations and the possibility of us getting a second stimulus check. If you found value in this video, please be sure to hit that like button and share it with others on social media. It goes a very long way in helping to support and grow the channel. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as I'm posting valuable new information every week. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.